Thank you all for coming out on a less than desirable evening with obviously only our game tonight, and it was supposed to be a doubleheader, and I know a lot of our personnel, our staff personnel, couldn't or weren't able to get in. So for the band and the dance line and the staff that were here, I really appreciate allowing us to carry on tonight and get tonight underway.
I'm a blowout there for a while. Nice feeling for you as a coach?
It was. I really thought that we played very, very well, very decisive on both ends of the floor. And that's something that we talk about. Certainly things you can control are your effort and your communication. And then being decisive, hard cuts, ball fakes, knowing you're going to shoot the ball. I thought you saw us operate at a pretty high level in that first half, specifically the second quarter, when we were very decisive.
What did they kind of do differently in the second half? Because it kind of gave you some fits, at least on the defensive end. I think they were playing with a little bit more intensity. What was kind of some adjustments that you had to make as the second half went on?
They were playing with more urgency and more defensive intensity, and they also went to a zone. And whether it was a 1-3-1 zone or a 2-3 zone, that was something that we had prepared for. But I think what you saw was that kind of take the life out of us. We became a little bit more stagnant. The basketball we didn't have as many ball reversals. And so that's something that we have control over. We don't have control over every shot goes in, but we do have control over the pace that we play at. So certainly something we'll be able to address through film.
What does Savalovic give you now?
I really like the way Soph, the pace that she plays at. I think this was game 4 for her. And so she's still working out some of the kinks, and you can see she makes some errors because of fatigue. But I really like the pace that she plays at and her ability to get 2 feet in the paint. I think we saw at least 3 really beautiful assists, drop down, dump down passes to the post players. I think that's something that the casual fan can appreciate. As coaches, we really like the scorer's mentality that she has. Now, certainly we need to refine the moments that scorer's mentality is capitalized, but I like that she thinks score. I think we've got a few players on our team that are really good ball reversal players and think team first, which is very important. But her pace of play and her mentality right now are things I really like about her.
How important is it for you guys to finally get over that hump and to weather that storm when you guys had that nice lead and come out and then stop them and obviously end up on top?
I think you saw a little maturity from this group that, playing at a deficit or playing as an underdog is one mentality, and then playing with a lead or playing as the hunted, can be a different mentality. And I think you saw us stay together when things could have, with a younger team, maybe gone in 5 different directions. We only had 4 second-half turnovers. That might be a season low for us in 20 minutes of basketball. Again, I think that shows some maturity and some leadership amongst our crowd.
How important is it to get the first conference win out of the way, especially when you guys kind of have a short turnaround against a good team on?
Yeah, I think, one part is that it's the first conference win, and that's huge for any team in any conference. I think the other component of that is going into a game against somebody like South Dakota, who certainly has knocked off some very formidable opponents thus far. I think you want to feel good about yourselves, both individual play and team play. And I think when you can do that coming off of a W, coming off of a win, puts you in a very good mental place to compete against somebody who is going to be challenging competing for the conference championship this year. Thanks.
Obviously, great first half. I think we executed very well, and then we were really good on the defensive side. Obviously, the second half was not really pretty, but we stuck together and closed the game. So, very good start of the conference play for us.
Riley, what was it like making a visit to Blowout City there for a while?
What do you mean?
A big lead.
A big lead. Well, we haven't really had the opportunity to play with such a big lead, but it was comforting knowing that we had some wiggle room just in case.
How big was it that you guys weathered that storm that day? Question for you, Riley, but how big is it that you guys actually weathered that storm when they started making that push and got it to within 11, 10 points at one point in that fourth quarter?
It was good. Our communication on defense, we got pretty quiet, and then I thought for a short period of time we just started communicating and moving our feet more, and that's what got us stops.
So, Sophia, how many games back is this for you now?
Fourth game.
Each game getting better than the other one?
Yeah, obviously I haven't played in a long period of time, so it's great to be back out there with my teammates. And yeah, just a very good feeling.
Been an adjustment for you, or how's that gone?
What do you mean adjustment?
The adjustment period of getting to know each other. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean, like I haven't played with them before in the official game, so obviously it took a little bit to get comfortable with each other. But we've been doing that in practice and now in games, so I think we're functioning really well together.
I feel to finally get to. You've obviously practiced on that court and like done everything here, but how good did it feel actually?
I mean, really good. I was a little bit nervous at the beginning, but as the game went by, I was feeling more and more comfortable, and it ended up being well.
Riley, how do you handle when a team comes out in the second half and brings that press and brings that kind of that trap zone that they were bringing as a team? How do you kind of adjust and weather the storm now?
I think we just had to keep our composure and move the ball around and just like do the little things so we wouldn't turn it over. That did slow us down a little bit, but I thought we did a good job coming out of it at the end.
Sophia, it seems like you play with a lot of confidence. At least that's just kind of your demeanor on the court. Do you feel that way too? Is that kind of something that's always been a part of your game?
I mean, yes. I just needed a little bit to, get that back because obviously I haven't played in a year and a half, I think, and then I haven't really played that much my freshman year. So I think I'm still, working my way in. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys think that way.